Okay, I have two things here for an unboxing. Sorry about the noise, neighbors. One of them is just pagan supply stuff, pretty much. Again, get a lot of that. Going in my basement today because my husband's upstairs. He's going to be napping. I know exactly what this is, but I'll show you. If anybody's watching, that is. Sorry if it's a little grainy. And the stupid thing keeps refocusing on me. I need to get a better camera, better quality, but whatever. This is Road Opener oil from Maiden Mother Crown. It smells really good. I can smell it from here. Yeah, it smells pretty good. And this is called Crown of Success. This one is another reason why I'm doing this basement, because I'm a little bit scared to tell my husband that I bought this one. Hopefully you'll see why, because he might be mad at me if he found out. But then again, he might understand. Don't know. Explained it to him. This, for some reason, it just, when I read about it in the book called Damned Women, it just felt familiar to me. I'm not going to go into many details on that, but I almost cried when I thought for a minute that I wouldn't be able to get it. I started to cry, and I don't know why. It just feels familiar. Sorry, neighbors. Stupid neighbors. Wish I had a sound room where I keep everything quiet, whatever. I want to keep things for my husband, but this was made in 1795. The original copy was 1690. It was $272 and I believe 38 cents. And it's called War with the Devil, or the Young Men's Conflict with Powers of Darkness, in a dialogue. And it says, discovering the corruption and vanity of youth, the horrible nature of sin, and deplorable condition of fallen man. Also a description of power and rule of conscience, and the nature of true conversion, to which is added an appendix, containing a dialogue between an old apostate and a young professor, worthy the perusal of all, but chiefly intended for the instruction of the younger sort. Author of Scion in Distress, and the Groans of the Protestant, by B. Keach, which that's Benjamin Keach, author of Scion in Distress, or the Groans of the Protestant Church. I've never bought anything this expensive before, other than a car. And I never will again. Youth in his unconverted state. When I was reading this online, and I didn't have it yet, even though it was on the computer, well, not computer, but on my cell phone, and I had YouTube going, it just felt like I was back in the 1600s. The late 1600s, something, which might sound crazy, but in this last part, and now will he my soul to pieces tear, and make me his eternal vengeance bear. Let all backsliders of me warning take, before they fall into the Stygian lake. Yea, and return, and make with God their peace, before the days of grace and mercy cease. For mine are past forever, oh, condole my sad estate and miserable soul. My days will quickly end, and I must lie, broiling in flames to all eternity. It would be eternity back then, not eternity. You can tell if you read some of the old poetry where they rhyme words like lie, for example, and eternity, or I in childishly. But back then they didn't have, most of the time anyways, rhymes that weren't true rhyme. They didn't usually do that, so you just knew that childishly was at one point pronounced childish lie, and eternity was eternity. Because language just changes. You can see it in the way we spell too. White is used to pronounce white, and what with the H. Probably every single one of the things that are now silent letters were one time pronounced. Most likely. Like professor instead of professor. Probably. That's probably why we spell them the way we do, and then we just didn't change it when we stopped pronouncing it that way. And that's also why we have M-O-N-K-E-Y for monkey, but childishly is L-Y. Because if it was childish lie, and then the ones that were E-Y was the E sound, at one point there was a difference. Like changed, instead of just changed. Yeah, that's what this is. Hope he's not too mad at me if he finds out about it. From outward filthiness a man may turn, and not be changed in heart when he has done. A legal change I grant he may be under, yet may not soul and self be cut asunder. Later if anybody even watch this. Bye.